Dang, it's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got 3 guesses.
3 guesses and 2 words for you.
I think it's 1 word.
Yeah. Or an acronym.
Yeah. Jabs. Whoa.
Big kick off the bat for Isaac. Destabilizes the stance of Aaron.
Yeah, he put a glove down. He got hit and put a glove down. That's not a knockdown?
I mean, Dale Fry hasn't seen a knockdown tonight. Kicks him right on the Band-Aid. Oh, jumping switch kick for Isaac Cleveland.
Cleveland threw a jumping switch kick, but he landed a little awkwardly, stiffening that leg.
That's a hard move to land when you're being kicked in the legs.
Aaron Ford has a very good right roundhouse kick.
Fast.
He's got a very good. It reaches far. His balance is very good. It's got a good amount of power on it.
It looks like a scythe swinging through the air. It doesn't look like somebody's throwing a kick to kick a soccer ball. It looks like somebody's like cutting through the air. It's very sharp.
Yeah, he was a little close for that push kick. Ooh, right hand just barely misses its mark.
Double unders. I think the better knees are coming from Ford in that exchange.
They were both still a little too close to make anything work with the knees. But yeah, I think Ford was.
Big feint from Ford. Oh, big spin feint. Ford trying to loosen up. Ford seems like he's still a little bit in first gear.
His balance is very good though.
Yeah.
Very balanced, very controlled.
Now he's feeling it. Now he's feeling the flow.
Defense.
Ford's firing back now.
Oh, good hard low kick.
Cleveland's coming in with power though.
Yeah, Cleveland's got a hard low kick. Every time he hits that thing, it is turning Ford. Ford staying a little bit too sideways, given the power in Cleveland's right low kick.
Both men decide to freeze the clinch there in their own way.
Yeah, it was the same configuration earlier. One with a body lock, one with the plum.
Yeah, I know Isaac has that interest in MMA, right? So, you know, he's definitely probably going to be instinctually looking for that underhook, instinctually trying to double under him.
Something hurt. One of those knees hurt Ford. And right before Dale Fry went to adjust his headgear, he betrayed it in his face. He took a big, deep breath. It clearly looked like he was trying to get something out of his system. Yeah, he was a little cold, maybe a little flat. You said first gear.
Yeah, like you said, those strikes, some of the strikes that he's throwing indicate a much higher level of comfort in the striking than we saw in the first 30 seconds of that fight.
Yeah, well, if you look at that breathing, it's a little bit labored. It's a little bit
adrenaline-ish?
Frantic. Yeah. He's not slowed down.
Well, it's a debut. You know, no matter how good your corner is, no matter how good your gym is, they cannot always prepare you for the atmosphere. They cannot always prepare you. My friend Aaron Jeffries, who competed at Ohio State as one of the top wrestling schools in the nation, competed in some of the biggest wrestling competitions, when he came out for his first jiu-jitsu match in a cage or under some lights like this, he was like, oh, the atmosphere is
it's tough.
Very different, isn't it? And I was like, oh, a little different. Yeah, buddy. So, you know, you can't always visualize. That's why, you know, I tell my guys, once you do that first competition, you know what it's like. You know what to expect. Ford coming out a lot more comfortable with the straights here.
Right hands from Ford and answers back.
Yeah, he just put a cross down the middle that put Isaac's eyes in the sky.
One of the problems that Ford's running into when he stands so sideways, when he moves to his left, he steps his rear foot behind his lead foot. And what that does is it makes those low kicks from Isaac Cleveland much more impactful, much more dangerous.
Isaac's burning some time right now because he's not going to sell it, but he was hurt by one of those shots, and now he's looking to fire back.
He just put his foot funny down again at the end of that kick.
The question is, did it stem from that jumping kick, or oh wow, that teep was like a push kick to the face.
Just an inch short. Just an inch short to do any damage. See this turn?
Big shot by Isaac Cleveland. Bounces off the headgear of Ford.
Ford is almost turning his back to Cleveland at the end of these exchanges.
And that's opening that temple shot.
That low kick is doing a lot of damage because of the way that Ford is standing.
Yeah, he's putting a lot of weight on the leg as it's getting kicked.
And then getting exposed.
Look at the volume, though, from Ford. Ford has things. Ford has tools.
Been a very even fight, very exciting fight so far. Cleveland with some feints and a low kick. Ford answers back with a combination leading into that good body kick. And both men work to defend those knees as best they can. The clinch has turned into a stalemate most of the time.
Ford a little wide-eyed. He's looking for that shot. He's looking for that big opening to throw a few punches, and he does have this ability to land in quick succession, but it's Isaac who's been landing with power.
Left hook.
Right across the jawline of Cleveland there.
Ford now moving his head. Both corners yelling
ducks
for
that
their
shot.
and gets rocked as he looks for Cleveland.
Back of the head almost, but it lands on the shoulder blade as Ford comes out of that last exchange ahead, in my opinion.
Wow. Wow. This thing is good.
It's a good fight.
This is a good one.
Really good fight. And it seems like Ford, as the fight goes on, he's getting more comfortable.
Yeah, he's settled down quite a bit.
The breathing's a lot different this round.
This is a completely different presence and demeanor in the corner from Ford between these rounds. Isaac Cleveland still, he looks similar. He looked fresh. Obviously, he's breathing hard.
Is this the only record this guy owns? Sorry. I feel like I'm in an episode of The Twilight Zone or Twin Peaks or something. Sorry.
Yeah, it has been this song every time, hasn't it?
Yes.
That's weird. So it's not just you hearing only one song.
Yeah, no, it's definitely the same song every time.
The Beast Unleashed, the monster flavors you know. Now hard, 6% alcohol by volume. The Beast Unleashed, we took the flavors you love, hit delete on the sugar and the caffeine, and added in
This
6
fight.
percent alcohol. Here we go.
This fight brought to you by our friends at Monster.
Let's go. Cheer your fighters on.
What's the story, Mike? What's the dynamic on display here?
So it's Ford's footwork. It's Ford's footwork that's leading him to be a sitting duck here at the end of these exchanges. His footwork keeps him safe on his way in.
He got hit with 2 big shots in the head there, spun him a little bit, but he stays consistent on his feet. And Isaac's not a weak puncher. Those are some power punches you're taking there.
So the stance and posture that Ford is using, it keeps him relatively safe from punches on his way in, but makes him more exposed to those punches on the way out.
Coach Anu in the corner says you need to throw more volume.
That's pretty much, if you could just use a speak and say as a corner man. Throw more, hands up.
Yeah, like a sound, like a keyboard. That's what you need to give Tupa, is like a soundboard to take the fights.
Oh, there's a knee. Isaac
Right
Cleveland, and then a right hand as the two break apart. Isaac Cleveland having some trouble with his hair and his headgear.
Yeah, it's always super tough with the guys that have the braids. It slides around, hard to secure that headgear on their head.
That was a bit of an Aquaman punch.
Not a Superman punch.
No, it was an Aquaman punch.
Superman punch you throw in the deep end of the pool. Oh my goodness.
Both men had the idea to go for the finisher.
I can't believe that knocked him over.
Reaching for that body kick was probably a bad idea.
Yeah, hits the top of the glove before hitting the chin there. Ford has taken some big shots in this round, and I don't like all the reactions from the shots either.
He turns sideways and twists himself around and turns away in order to mitigate the danger of the shots.
Just showing a little bit of uncomfortability with getting hit. Just a little. Not so much that I'm like worried about him or anything.
Oh, well placed. The heel did find his target. Isaac Cleveland takes a step back and takes a breath and then rocks him with a couple of shots up top. Yeah, Ford was able to use, the way he's turned, it sort of like takes some off of the shots, and it means he gets hit in a devastating fashion less often. But when a real shot comes through and your legs are straight and together and you're turned sideways, it's going to hurt a lot more. And you saw the head.
And honestly, man, I understand why that last one wasn't called a knockdown, but to me, you got push kicked in the head and you fell over, dude. Like that deserves some kind of acknowledgement from the ref. And I just feel like Dale's been a little hesitant to call anything a knockdown or give a 10-8 or give an 8 count rather. Like, you get push kicked in the body as you're walking forward, that's one thing. You try to do a spinning back fist and get push kicked in the temple and you fall over like you got hit by a sniper rifle, maybe that's a knockdown. He looked like he was selling a stunner.
Yeah.
All right, fighters, to the center of the cage, as we have a judge's decision is in. With a unanimous decision going to the red corner,
Isaac Cleveland. Representing Elevated MMA, that veteran savvy, that fight experience, that one fight experience, just being able to visualize what you could expect here in the Grady Cole Center, what he was coming out for. You know, it helps a lot. It showed a lot of different level of comfortability here.
And this fight was never more than an inch apart. These boys were neck and neck
until that
time.
third round.
Yeah.
And then Isaac started to make it clear that he was ahead just a little bit, just a hair. He hit the nos at a better time than Paul Walker.
Well timed, yeah. Too soon, Junior.